Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen from around the world? Hope you're doing great. For those who don't know me, my name is Matthias. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Montreal, Canada, and I've been trading for 5 years. The first 4 years, I was trading Forex, CFDs, smart money concepts, inner circle trader concepts, indicators. And at the beginning of this year, 2025, I made the transition from CFDs to futures and I trade order flow. So basically, I look at volume profile levels, high volume nodes, low volume nodes. I look at a heat map and I also look at footprint charts to see absorption, potential reversal, potential continuations at my levels, and just normal structure, swing highs and swing lows, etc. So I am still in my learning journey. I'm now in a group called Diamond Trading Institution from Lambo Raul, and I'm trading every morning with them, taking trades on my practice account. And basically, as every day, I like to go over the price action, study the points of reversal on the footprints, study the trades that the people took. And I hope from doing this, I would learn a lot, continue learning, continue improving, continue moving forward with my trading. All right, so I'm changing a little bit the way I am dragging my volume profile. These guys in this group, they have what they call the session volume profile, which is basically from 6 p.m., beginning of the Asian session, all the way to 9:30. And that's basically how coming into 9:30 a.m., you start a new one called the cash open volume profile. So this one is perhaps, I guess, a better indication of where are we volume wise. But today was crazy. Today was completely crazy. So was yesterday. Let me just take you to Discord here where you have the group which is called the Diamond Trading Institution. And you have guys that are killing it, really. This guy, $4,000 trade. I don't know what it was. People are really doing well. This guy, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but he said his biggest month so far, 75K. Insane. Look at this guy requesting 15K. Insane. He already made 10,000, so 25. Wow. Somebody caught that massive sell yesterday that you can see from here. Somebody caught it. This guy caught some nice trades here, but he says he's red. And this guy is fucking crazy, GM Speedy. I just saw a video on YouTube from him. Let me show you here. This guy here. Crazy. He's the prop firm final boss. All right. So basically, that's pure motivation for me to keep moving forward, to persevere in trading, to hang in there, continue learning, continue to show up on time, continue to put in the efforts, never quit, be resilient, and hopefully one day, not hopefully, but it is impossible if I keep doing what I'm supposed to do every fucking day, take trades, practice, journal, keep learning, keep studying. It is impossible for me. Impossible that it will not be me having months like these, days like these, weeks like these. Man, if motherfucker can do 25K in a week, well, it means he can do that in a month. Not necessarily. But I just need to keep learning. All of these guys had a transition period or learning phase where they were learning order flow. They were not good immediately with it. It takes time to learn. It takes an adaptation period. There's a 3 to 6 months where you're just learning. You're not making money. It's not working. And you just gotta persevere. Of course, it's easy to wake up in the morning and be super motivated and excited when you're already funded and you know you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 in your fucking New York session, or you have multiple accounts, you can do maybe 10,000. Like, of course, you're like on fire. You don't lack motivation. And the thing is, it's when you have the most motivation that you needed the least, and it's the moment where you lack the most motivation. When you're only fucking spending money on your order flow softwares, fucking 8TAS, Bookmap, That subscription to DTI, Diamond Trading Institution, is 200 US a month. Spending money on TradeZilla, TradingView, fucking Top Step. Like, I got money coming out from fucking six directions and no fucking results. Pure fucking break even. Absolute break even. Very meek, mediocre results. And it's the moment when you lack motivation the most, but the absolute fucking most. That's when you need it the most, actually. So when you're actually motivated, you don't need it anymore. And when you actually fucking need it, you don't have it. So what happens here? It's only the motherfucking disciplined who make it alive. It's only the most resilient, the most disciplined, the most patient, those who hang in there no matter what. I will get rich with trading or die trying. That is the fucking mindset. I will fucking die trying. Quitting is not a fucking option. You give it your all. You genuinely apply yourself, genuinely try your best. You dedicate yourself, you devote yourself. Doesn't matter how much fucking time it takes. Even if I get to a point where I'm making at least 1K per day, well, it's super fucking worth it, you know? But the goal obviously is to be making crazy money like that. That fucking guy, GM Speedy, I mean, he's got multiple accounts. That's just one fucking day. That can be multiple accounts. What the fuck? It's fucking 18,000. Normal trades, small trades, normal trades. 2,000 bucks, normal trades. Just big capital, no 150K express. So I basically have to see it as my university, you know? It takes 2-3 years at least to get a degree. And at the end, you're gonna be paid like a fucking doctor. There are no guarantees you will get there. Just like becoming a fucking doctor, it's not easy. But once you get there, not only will I be making the money, but I will have location independence and financial independence. So I just have to see it. I'm like university, I'm fucking learning. It's expensive. It sucks. It's frustrating. Sometimes it's boring. That's the fucking price I need to pay. You just gotta be a fucking adult at the end of the fucking day. You gotta man up. You gotta be mature. Okay, so let's fucking study. I got 27 minutes now before I have my preply lessons. Thank God I have that. Thank God. Thank God. So basically, price at the beginning of Cash Open. Let me just take you to TradeZilla first where I do my journaling. What the hell? No, I ain't got the money for that. I ain't got the fucking money. Okay. So every day before I start trading, I take 30 minutes to do my pre-market game plan, which is basically looking at if we're going to have economic news events, identifying the market conditions, identifying the directional bias for the day, and identifying key levels that I want to play from. For example, from that level, I want to look for shorts. From that level, I want to look for longs. Okay, so we were supposed to have some news at 9:45. Would you say this is compressed or trending? This is completely compressed market conditions after a long trend. I said ES has gone nowhere for a month. This is the daily. ES has gone absolutely nowhere. I just find it interesting what I wrote here. Now, if it takes that swing low, maybe it's going to reverse, but it can still keep going lower before that. I hate to predict. I hate to predict. Is it going to reverse right now? Is it going to come here and reverse after? I just know that for the moment we're bearish and this is all that matters. We still have no confirmation that we're bullish. I just keep in mind that we could reverse anytime. And then I said H4 is clearly bearish with a series of lower highs and lower lows, but it could reverse at any time in my face. Let's continue lower here. Okay, M15, there was nothing particular. Now, if you look at the volume profile, price was maintaining itself under the point of control, and that is a bearish indication. So I said, let's see if we can break above it and hold ourselves above it. So those were my scenarios for the day. I identified my levels, which were 5-minute imbalances on my footprint software, Quant Tower, footprint imbalances. This was basically from the moment I traded, just pure choppiness. and then right when I leave the chart, it starts trending like crazy. So those were my scenarios. I like to create scenarios of what could possibly happen. Price comes into a 5-minute imbalance, psychological level on bookmap, and reverses to go down. This is basically what happened, but let's just have a look. It didn't quite get there. Was really just holding at the previous day point of control. I don't know why it says PDL here. I just don't know. Yeah, the previous daily low lined up with freaking the POC of the volume profile. Crazy. Okay, those were my two scenarios. This one did not happen. It happened, but way lower here. It happened here. Okay. So let's just get going here. So this is cash open. I just want to look here perhaps what happened here at 9:55. 9:55. Let's just have a look if we could have sold from here at 9:55. Okay. There you go, 9:55. So let's just zoom in a little bit. Let's go on the 1 minute. Okay, so price comes back at POC. Price had been rejected multiple times from here. You pay attention to what happens on the prints. You pay attention. But it did not even come to my fucking imbalance, and this is what bothers me. It got so close to it. So the way I like to analyze the footprints is basically looking at the size of the candle, the body of the candle, and then comparing the volume, the delta, to the max or the minimum delta. This is what I like to do, and it can give you a lot of hints on what might happen in the following candles if we could have a reversal or not. Okay, so here 9:53, it goes from minus 224 to 119, and the 119 is very similar to the 122. So overall, very, very bullish candle. And now you want to see a follow through of the bulls to confirm that you're not going to have a reversal, that it might just be a continuation and that this level will get busted. So you look at the next candle, and then the max delta is 1400 and the candle ended at 989. So those numbers are very, very, very strong. The buyers are still strong, so you're not looking for a sell here. And basically you want to see if the buyers are going to be able to have a follow through of their momentum. So you wait for the next candle and boom, you absolutely see the buyers stalling completely stalling here. And their numbers, their positive numbers get completely absorbed, and the sellers and the bears really show up in this candle. And now from this point, you don't know what's going to happen. So you look for the next candle and you have this one after. Super negative candle. And it really drops afterward. So maybe you could have gotten somewhere here basically. Could have gotten somewhere here, and then it keeps dropping further and further. So this is the way maybe you could have entered at 950-ish. All right, everybody, and now I would like to study what happened here exactly at around 10:40. Price came into two imbalances here, and I'd like to see what happened basically on the footprint, how the absorption looked like, the sellers getting absorbed by the passive buyers, and then the aggressive buyers showing up. I'll show it to you here. It was exactly here. I just want to see, this is the 5 minutes. I just want to see at the digits inside of those imbalances. Okay, so I don't like it. Tiny fucking numbers, but this one was a 5 zone. Or even, how many? No, 6 zone imbalance. So this imbalance was really legit, very legit. This one 4, but it's very small numbers. I've seen imbalances with way larger digits completely fell. And this one lower, price did not even come to this one, had much bigger numbers. So to take a buy from here would have been somehow, that's why I say it's complicated. It bounced from this one, which had super small digits, and but this one failed, so this one could have failed too, to come to this one, which is here, with way larger digits. Anyway, let's just study what happened here. So basically, when price comes into one of your imbalances on the 5 minutes, you want to hone in on the 1 minute to see what's happening exactly. And if you see price somehow slowing down and reversing, you want to look at the delta figures, the volume figures, and you have some hints usually that you might have a reversal or that a reversal might simply not happen. So first of all, you have this super negative candle coming down. And now this one is extremely weird. It's crashing and you have positive numbers, meaning the passive sellers are super strong here and keeping price down. And even if you have those positive numbers, it still manages to go down a lot. Now this one has the same amount of volume as this one. What can you see? This body here is much smaller. And now those numbers are super, super positive. So you're paying attention. And price is coming really into those imbalances, but more zoomed in. So this is like the, I would say, the vague area. And here on the 1 minute, it's more precise. You want to look here at what happened. Now, it's your first hint, okay? The buyers, they might be able to pull this off. They might be able to reverse it. You look at the numbers here, they're the exact same. So it's telling you, okay, a lot of bullish pressure. You want to look at the next candle really to confirm your bias. Now this candle, it goes all the way from 626 to 320. Huge wick to the downside, trap sellers, zeros at the bottom. Very, very interesting candle, but you're still not sure really if you're going to enter here. Now you look at this one and really boom, you have your sign. It's super interesting. You're really pretty sure it's going to go up. But me, I don't really, what I've noticed is sometimes I would enter here and I see this often, it does an impulse and then it retraces right after. So really this level here where you had a large delta could have been a very good entry. So you put your buy limit order here and your stop loss here, and basically what do you target? You target maybe this high here or this high here. Okay, so let's put it at 65.43. So here basically I will go look on ATAS, but it should appear as a big trade order or a delta outlier. So let's come here at 43. Would have been your entry. Stop loss under. What do you target? You target this high. So this would have been a beautiful 7.6R. And if you wanted to hold it, I don't know, hold it all the way here or all the way here, you choose. But this whole reversal, this huge retracement would have been scary. I probably would have gone break even here. But you could have re-entered here, I believe, because it was the same imbalances which did not disappear. And you see here, those sellers got completely trapped. They could not manage to keep price under. They completely failed here. So let's come here, maybe. Let's come see what happened here at 11. So this trade, let's say you just targeted this. So that would have been 7 Rs. And let's look here. Price coming back at the same level. Now that was a cleaner reversal, I would say. Wow. Okay, so this candle, you can tell why it has such a big wick to the downside. It went from minus 406 to minus 240. So the buyers are already showing up here. Now you look at this one. The buyers are failing. It's really touching the imbalance. And it's really strong. So your fingers are absolutely not on the trigger. You want to see the next candle, what happens after the next candle, and really all the buying pressure vanishes here. It goes from 249 to 233, very, 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 very similar numbers. And now this one goes up with negative numbers. So that means that the aggressive sellers are not even able to push this candle down. It's now the passive buyers that are showing up and filling all the orders. So here you had aggressive buyers showing up, and here the passive buyers are pushing this thing up, preventing price to come down. So maybe you could have entered somewhere during this candle. So I don't know where exactly. Let's say here at 53. 53. You put your stop loss under. And what do you target? You target this level here. So smaller trade, but still almost 3-4 R's. And yeah, that was basically it. All right, I just want to have a look here because I saw Marshall had a trade somewhere. Price held these 0 prints, but at what time was it? So let's try to see here where it was exactly. It was exactly here. So where did he get in and where did he close the fucking trade? He got in here on this candle. So he said price held these 0 prints with failed selling here. Bookmap, decent buying through the 600s. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's pretty fucking clear. So those are the same charts as me. Let's have a look here. It's here, you see? It's here. So price held these 0 prints. I think he's talking about that imbalance. With failed selling, bookmap you saw, then you see, right. So you see this big delta. The selling is failing, he's right. Now, I just want to see, oh, you see this big imbalance, it disappeared right after. So this was his big delta. This is what you would see on, you see all those numbers here? This is what you see on Bookmap. It's this bubble here. It's the same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. Okay, all the zero, this is what he's talking about. Ah, okay. So we have now on ATA's 24R, 24 range bar footprint charts. That's why I don't see it the same way. So it did really different numbers here. It's a lot more noise to have a time frame chart. It's a lot less efficient. Failed selling. So you can see the selling is failing here. This one has no follow through. So guys, I mean, the way I see it, could have entered here. As much as it was a bad day, oh, but you see here, it would have taken me out to break even for sure. But basically, Marsh, you got in here. Guys, there's hope in my trading. There is hope. There's hope. I think he got out here. There's hope in my trading. One day, it's a matter of weeks, of months, I will be catching those fucking trades with fucking 150K prop firm accounts. I don't care if it's fucking my Forex funds or Top Step or I don't fucking care. Alpha futures, I will make fucking money. I don't give a fuck. Here it could have been a nice level, played from the same fucking place, targeting this high. Yeah, guys, okay, I'm bouncing here.